Give forgiveness towards one another, child, for all cases of karma that we have had towards one another, both forgiving and asking for forgiveness. All the karma and karmic retributions among one another within this physical world and samsara. The Buddha words is called Ahosi. All the process of karma is like a blockage as a wall. It's left over in the heart and mind, no matter when. The body died, but something still remains within the heart and mind. It's not dead also. Therefore, using Ahosi, the emotional karma will be unleashed from the mind and the heart. With everything, just forgive Ahosi for everything, for both giving and asking for Ahosi. Whether one is the doer or the victim. If one has been hurt and harmed, just give Ahosi, give forgiveness. But if one is the doer, hurting and harming, taking advantage towards others, then ask for forgiveness, ask for Ahosi. In conclusion, give and ask for Ahosi at once. Palms opening is like a symbol to share blessing for samsara, sharing the perfection towards samsara. This is the gesture of opening to share the perfection towards samsara. Use your palms, opening up. Continue to give. Be the one who gives, constantly give. All the habits of deludedly grasping will be ended automatically. You need to use your palms to help. It is the gesture of blessing. Share the perfections. Palms opening, the gesture to open to share the perfection towards samsara. It will purify all the habits of grasping, whatever one does. In lifetime, one used the palms to grasp, to create karma all the time. A lot of karma by using the palms. There are a lot of karma that is attached with this body and mind. But once we shift towards sharing perfection, towards samsara, all this karma will be purified simultaneously. Just like compensate something that is beneficial for samsara instead. Be thorough. Once you open up your mind to give, it will be lightened up. There's a lot of the overlaying of the grasping minds, which is always pressurize oneself on and on. It's not releasing, it's difficult to unwind. Only just open the mind to give, then it will be constantly unwound. This will be aligned with the essence of Nibbana, which is no grasping for the non-grasping itself, so that it will become one essence altogether. Question about water blessing. When doing water blessing, open the body and mind, all the gates of perceptions. Open up totally. Open up eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body and mind. A lot of the mighty force will be released and shared through the palms and throughout the whole body. And we use this body mind to create karma. And all the mindfulness, concentration, contemplation, meditative power, concentration, wisdoms. Therefore, let the mighty force pass through this vessel. We open the palms because the palms has create karma a lot to grasp, to hold on to things. Therefore, shift and transcend towards giving, ending karma right here. It is the part of the body that is shared. Use this vessel as a medium, not just the mind. Use the essence of disengaging on its own, purify through the extinction, radiating towards all directions. Using the palms to open up as giving at the same time. So instead of grasping something, transcend to use the palms differently. If you are skillful in using the mind, with everything awaken out and brighten out simultaneously with all things. Everything is awakened with the essence of non-attachment on its own simultaneously. Both inside and outside is simultaneous with this essence. That's spontaneous in giving. There will be a cutting that is natural. That's the skillful. Sharing the essence of the unobstructed. Automatically being genius in sharing blessing. without obstructions in everything will happen. Proceed in the way that is not attached to the non-attachment itself. This will be automatic purification of the extinction and the emptiness, together with the assumed eyes that is looking. The mighty force will be given out simultaneously, automatically. For those who haven't used this gesture of hand opening and this body mind as giving, go ahead and do it. Share it. Do water blessing as a medium of sharing blessing. Why do you need to do water blessing? Cannot just think in the mind. You can. The higher realms can acknowledge, but not the lower realms. The medium realms and the lower realms, they need to have a medium of water. Similarly, when you use incense, the fragrance, the smell is like a medium to link with all realms, especially the medium realms and the lower realms. All the giving and sacrifices towards the graces will be shared, and this is the medium through the incense or water blessing. That's why they use smells as a medium. It is not that you put incense there for the Buddhas. Not at all. Buddhas already acknowledge the beings, but the beings don't know. That's why they need to use water, incense, drums, sounds, smells. This is not to drum for the Buddhas, but instead for all the beings to hear, to acknowledge that the merit and the brightness has been arising, so that they will be humbly acknowledged altogether. Don't think much. That's all there is. It is to acknowledge for all realms of existence. The bell is the sound to link towards all realms. It's a medium. Sound as a medium. The incense is the smell that is the medium. And for those who share the perfections, they use water as a medium. Bypassing the perfections. If you use the minds, they can acknowledge one part of it. Those who can acknowledge two sounds, they can acknowledge and receive one part, but not all, because samsara are a lot. So we have to continue with our effort to share blessing. There are so many beings. There are many realms of existence. Therefore, just go ahead and do water blessing. This is the signal of giving, sharing, merits and blessed fortunes and perfection for all beings. Continue to use this. And the word soul, it means good, goodness. It includes all of goodness, all of the virtues, included in all the perfections, all types of perfections. The same as Om. It is all of the perfections included in one word as Om. Soul is all the types of perfection that we have had from the past. Therefore, just share soul to samsara. Share the perfections for samsara. Lightly say it. The mind lighten up as you say so. Do not use soul and say it in the way that is intensely or aggressively. Otherwise, the karmic difficulties from your habits will be released out with this word, soul. Soul in a way that doesn't identify with anything. Soul of liberation. Soul in the way without identifying with anything. Not attached to the non-attachments altogether. Soul in the way that disengagement altogether without holding on to itself. Soul of Nirodha, soul of Nibbana. Soul includes all types of perfection, from the simple ones to the ultimate ones. Think of it and say it lightly. Soul in the way that the non-attachment is on its own. Soul of this essence, soul of Nirodha, soul of Nibbana. Share Nirodha and Nibbana for samsara, child. Purify through the extinction and the emptiness altogether, thoroughly.